Uncle Tony's back, bringing you a brand new video on that monthly subscription service that brings you all things metal. Pins, patches, shirts, posters, albums, different things related to the metal. I am, of course, referring to the Metalhead Box, and for the month of May, you can go to the metalheadbox.com. They've got all kinds of different boxes. You can pick the genre preference, such as death metal, black metal, doom metal, glam metal, thrash metal, etc. They've got the vinyl box, they've got the tape box, they've got the mini box, they've got the regular box. So go to the metalheadbox.com and check it all out, and without further ado, I bring you the first thing I want to talk about in the box, which is this awesome Warbringer shirt! Yeah! I love me some Warbringer. Good old new thrash metal from California. Saw these guys open for Dark Tranquillity a couple of years ago. Quite an intense band to open for Dark Tranquillity, don't you think? Anyway, their most recent album was Woe to the Vanquished, and it is awesome. Yeah, definitely glad to have this in my collection. Metalhead Box is also known to do autographs, and last year we had the great Claudius Kramer, the God of Hair, who played guitar in Possessed. Well, this month, we have the other guitarist in Possessed, Mr. Daniel Gonzalez. Oh yeah. He also plays guitar for Gruesome, because a lot of people like Gruesome, so hey, why not? And Gruesome is pretty awesome, but Possessed, whew, they're one of the original death metal bands in America. And by the way, that new album they came up with, it's pretty badass. Oh my god. Definitely worth the wait after 30 years. Anyway, yeah. Pretty cool autograph, nice cool picture right here, and a pretty good guitar, I'd like to say. Everybody seems to go absolutely gaga over Metallica. Everybody's favorite band in the world. So, we got a Metallica tribute pin right here. These tribute pins by the Metalhead Box are now done in-house, and they look pretty cool. They're nice and detailed, and they look a little cartoonish. Here we have the Metallica Scary Guy, probably most seen on the Live Shit Benjamin Purge box set, which, aside from Garage Inc. and S&M, is pretty much the final thing you need to buy of theirs. Anyway, pretty cool pen. The next item I'm going to show you is going to make you spit out your coffee and throw your ice cream at the kid next to you on the playground. And that thing, Swedish death metal fans rejoice, is a Dismember patch. Really great quality, nice and thick like Alexis, Texas. So it's not gonna come off during a really intense mosh pit like at an Exodus show. On a side note, I'm really happy that these guys are back together, and now if they will do a full US tour, I would see 2 dates of it. Come on, Dismember. Us death metalers, we do care about you. Give us the chance to show you. We love Dismember, right guys? The box also includes CDs, so on to the CDs, we have a brand new Malevolent Creation album, The 13th Beast. Now, Brett Hoffman's death last year, it took the metal world by storm. Even casual death metal fans felt the loss, even if they haven't listened to Malevolent Creation in a while. He was irreplaceable, but the new singer, also lead guitarist Lee Wollenschlager, I think that's how you pronounce it, he does a killer job here. Very unique. Invidious Dominion was a great album, Dead Man's Path was pretty cool, and you know what? This album's pretty cool too, but it's also a little different from those albums. The only thing I find a little weird about this album is the tom drum sound, because I think it's a little dry. But the album's pretty cool, and I'm glad that Malevolent Creation is still going on. It's kind of hard to get used to the fact that Phil Faciana is the only original member left. It's kind of like Suffocation, there's only one guy from the old lineup that's left in the band. The other CD included is by a Belgian death metal band, EXOTOE, with their new recorded EP, Absolution and Death. Actually, while we just finished talking about Malevolent Creation, one of the songs on here is dedicated to Brett Hoffman. It's titled Floating to Hell. The sound is more old school and new school death metal blended together. The old school sound isn't like Massacre, Death, Obituary like a lot of old school death metal bands do. It's more akin to old school Malevolent Creation, I would say. We're all in love with Malevolent Creation today, aren't we? Well, as long as you keep Joe Black away from me, I'll be happy. Anyway, great production here, very energetic performance, and I really like the vocals by the frontman, Chris. Now, This EP was released by a brand new label that just started, Dead by Dawn Records. The sticker was included. And it was started by a friend of mine, Laura Kirchhoffs. I've been talking to her for about 2 years now over Instagram because her record collection's pretty awesome. And actually, she's the one who got me into Typo Negative. So that video I did on Typo Negative last year, yeah, you can thank her for that. Anyway, she's been wanting to start a record label for a few years now, and she's had plenty of great industry people helping her along the way. On how to get it started, things to know, blah, blah, blah. It's nice to know that when you try hard enough, you can still get things that you want out of life. So, go give her a follow, go give her record label page a follow as well. Laura, you rule. Thank you very much. Among Laura's record collection is an original pressing of one of the most monstrous death metal albums ever made, and that would be Obituary! Cause of Death. Very awesome. So here's Cause of Death as the koozie. That was included for this box. Very awesome. So now I have a koozie and a Cause of Death wallet. It's all about Obituary here in Killbot's lair. As Otis Truong said, always use a beer koozie. It keeps it that much colder. Well, I gotta say, my Mountain Dew looks pretty damn nice in this. Well, thank you to everybody at the Metalhead Box for sending this over. That was a very awesome box, and anybody who's interested in this stuff, go to themetalheadbox.com and subscribe. Very cool. And while you're in the mood for subscribing, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my Instagram page, subscribe to my Facebook page, and give me money on Patreon if you choose to do so. My very next video is going to be a somewhat heavy metal parking lot-esque vlog type video on a Deicide and Origin show that I went to recently. I was basically trying to capture the vibe and happenings of a good metal show as the night was going on. I got audience members to participate, I got channel fans to participate, and I even got members of Jungle Rot and Origin to participate. So, this is going to be a cool video. Definitely give it a watch. It's going to be up in the next day or so. So hey, grind on.